guys, what's up? It's Marissa, and today I have another crazy story time for you guys. And I don't know like how I feel about this shirt. It's like kind of weird, like these things literally just like poke out, so let's stay lower so you can't see them. But hi, how are you guys? I miss you. I feel like I literally just wish I can film every single day all day long and have like a documentary of my life that you guys can just follow me around, because I just miss you guys and I wish I can just constantly be able to talk to you. But anyways, so yeah, today I have a crazy story time about how a customer tried to fight me at work. I know, girl. But before we get into that, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button right here. It's free, it doesn't cost anything, and you will get notified every time I make a new video, and we can just grow our family. And also all my links for my social media, which are my Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter, as well as my YouNow, will be in the link down below. I literally say this every video, but I really want to start doing YouNow broadcasts, so comment down below if you would like to see that and like me to have like a regular schedule where I can do YouNow broadcasting. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump onto this crazy story time. So this happened 3 years ago. I was 17 years old and it was my first job. I was a little baby and this is my first job, so that's already nerve-wracking as it is. It was at a restaurant, which I learned now that restaurant jobs are literally the most difficult when it comes to customers, because bitches are hungry, bitches are impatient, bitches get hangry, and you have to deal with it. I was a host at the time, so I just sat everyone, put down their silverware and whatnot. And this restaurant that I got hired at was a pretty big restaurant. It had about almost 88 tables. So it was a big restaurant as it is, so like it took me a while to learn how to seat everyone properly, but at this point like your girl had it down. I knew all the table numbers, I knew the sections, the stations, and all of that. If you guys worked in a restaurant before, you feel the pain. So it was like a Thursday night, not busy, it was past the dinner hour, and it was mostly like the slow in between dinner and like closing stage. The fuck? I literally almost died right now, but anyways, it was like that awkward stage where like you're tired, you're ready to go home, like you just can't wait for people to stop coming in. And so like the managers will help you seat people and whatnot. There was 2 parties that came in. The first party that came in was a group of 2. It was a man and I think it was his girlfriend, a date, his daughter. I don't know what it was, but a girl was with him. And the next party was a family of 6 people. So the first party comes up, they say 2 for Tom, and the second party says 6 for Jerry. I don't know why I just did Tom and Jerry, like the TV show, but what goes through my mind? I don't know. So I go, run my little ass to go look around the restaurant to see what's open. So I see that there is a table for the 6, but there's no table for 2 yet. I went to the busboy and asked him if he can clean the table for 2 because it was dirty. So in the meantime, I go back to my manager and I told her the situation, and she said, okay, great, like just go ahead and seat the 6 and then we will seat the 2 when the table is clean, because there's no point of having the 6 wait when there's a clean table already. I take the 6 and I seat them, and when I come back I see that the guy, Tom, from the party of 2 was up there talking to my manager really aggressively and really angrily. And so I go up there and kind of stick my nose right in there, girl, and see what's the problem. Basically what I walked into is the guy saying, I got here first, like this is ridiculous, like I should be seated first, like you're seating this party of 6, like that's bullshit, like really upset. And my manager was like, you know what, we had a party of 6, there was a big table for the 6 and there wasn't a table for you, my busboy's cleaning it up right now, and we will take you. And he's like, well, I'm ready to be seated now, and like looks at us like dead ass like that, like. So my manager was like, okay, Marissa, can you seat him? Like, you know, like that, like happy, like even though you're fucking pissed and you want to kill the customer face that you have to put on because you're an employee and you're working and you don't want to get your ass fired. Yeah, so she was giving me that kind of face, right? And so I was like, yeah, okay. So I seat them, I put down the utensils, and I said, okay, enjoy your meal. Maybe I wasn't as nice as I normally am, but I don't think that I was rude. To this day, I don't think I was rude. Maybe I wasn't like all like, like I normally am, but I was still nice. I said, enjoy your meal, and I walked away. Literally, I'm walking back to the front of the restaurant, and I turn around, and I see this guy like charging after me, like literally fucking running after me, sprinting down the hall of the restaurant. And so I'm kind of taken aback, like, oh fuck, like this guy's about to like tackle me to the ground, like what the hell. And he runs over there and he comes up to me and my manager and he goes, you know what, she was so rude, she threw our utensils down, like this is ridiculous, screaming at us, like getting in our face, screaming at us. And he was like calling us all kinds of names that a man should never say to a woman, yet alone a grown man. And if I was this girl with him, I would literally just punch him in the face. I would walk out if it was a first date. I would say something if I was her. I was just so embarrassed for this girl because she's standing there just silent, like doesn't know what to say. I don't know if it was like a date or if it was his daughter. Regardless, I would have been like, hey, like, relax, it's not the end of the world, like stop, you're embarrassing. But she did not say anything, so maybe she's used to it, I would assume. He was screaming at us in front of the entire restaurant. Everyone in the restaurant literally got drop dead silent and was just staring, which was so embarrassing for me and my manager. And he was screaming in our face, calling us all kinds of names, and getting really, really, like, increasingly aggressive. My manager said, sir, you need to leave. And he said, I'm not gonna leave, I come here all the time, like, fuck that, like, you're being such a fucking bitch, you're so rude, like, just like going on a tangent. And my manager said, you need to leave. And he comes up, like, you know when you're gonna step up to a bitch and you're like gonna fight them and you're stepping up, you're trying that person, like that's how he was doing it. He was, this whole body language was like he was gonna fight us. He runs up to us and he gets this close to our face, literally what I'm about to say. I can't believe that this guy said this, like I feel like to this day it's a joke, like what? He comes up to our face and he says, say one more word and I'm gonna punch you in the face. Dead ass, he said this. And like I can't even believe that he said this to this day. Like what kind of grown ass man is gonna say that to a girl, yet alone a 17-year-old, just anyone in general? What is your problem, dude? And so my little tiny ass knew that I was about to get thrown across the restaurant like a football if I said another word, so I didn't say anything. And we have like this huge guy that works with us, and he's like 6'4", big buff guy. And so when he heard that, he stepped in and he was like stepping up to the guy. He got right in his face and he said, you need to leave. And no one says anything to this guy because he is huge. He looks like he will fuck you up. So like this guy at least was smart enough to know that he was about to get his ass beat if he didn't leave. So he left, yelling and all, tried to make as much of a scene as he can. And so he left finally, and me and my manager were like looking at each other in shock, like tomato red, because that was so embarrassing. Like a guy just told me he's gonna punch me in the face. He called me and my manager every name in the book, and the entire restaurant was looking at us like we were a scene in a movie. I just wanted to leave. I wanted to go home. I didn't want to see anybody in the restaurant because that's so embarrassing. And my manager started crying actually. She was just like really stressed out about it. She's like, I need a drink, and she was just like really, really stressed out about it, which I was too. I had like a lot of anxiety, which I already have anxiety. I will be making a video about that soon because I know you guys, a lot of you guys struggle with that like I do. I will be making a video about that soon. But so I was just like really high in anxiety. I needed to leave, and then I had to continue my job obviously, and all the people were telling me how sorry they were and like that was so embarrassing and not to let that guy faze me, but obviously it does and it upsets you and whatnot. But yeah, so that was just a stupid ass guy with no life, no respect for anyone. Stupid, and it was just my luck to get him, so I'm used to that already. But yeah, that was literally a time a customer tried to fight me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and other than that, I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys!